them a spot in the quarterfinal. Here's a reminder.
The intention in that dance. I love the commitment in that dance. I love that you went for it, even if in some places it was wrong.
You have telepathy between you when you're moving. You really synchronized it. You really went together. To me, there wasn't a step out of place.
It was a joy to watch. You did the knee slide. That was incredible. I loved it.
On Friday, you told me that the paso felt awful, wrong, and unnatural.
Yeah.
All right? Now that you've done it, how is your back? How are your knees?
I mean, honestly, what week is this?
11?
Week 11. I can't remember a time that I didn't hurt. I'm like, it's this show's weird, right? Because like the training every week, it drags, right? But the Saturdays come around really fast. And then when you look back, normally when you do something like this, you go, has it been 3 months already? Oh, this feels like at least 3 months. I can't remember I can't remember a life before Strictly.
Well, it was difficult then. Let's assume that.
Do you know what? The paso is one of them things, isn't it? It's really, it's not a dance, really. I mean, it is a dance, but I feel like it's more of a historical reenactment of how people used to dance 200 or 300 years ago. That's what I said, and you know, and I think we did a decent job, didn't we?
You did a brilliant job,
more
Chris.
than decent job. It was so good. Dianne, in the Clauditorium, you said that the paso was probably the hardest dance to teach Chris. When a dance is that hard, though, how did you even begin to start explaining it to Chris?
Oh, it took about 3 days of explaining this one to Chris, because it's not really like Latin. Like, we couldn't really pull things from the other Latin dancers and describe to him. We couldn't really pull things from the ballroom dance. It really is a separate identity of a dance, I feel. I tried to explain, you know, the history behind it, just so that he creates a vision in his head. I think that's really important for us to always create some sort of vision in Chris's head, so that he has an idea of how he should feel, how he should stand. But yeah, it was a lot of me placing him into really odd shapes and going, this is right. He's going, it's not right, Di. I'm going, it is right.
I'll tell you what, you taught it right, because it was your highest scoring Latin yet. And I mean, incredible. The audience also certainly enjoyed it. We've got a couple of comments that came in, especially from one famous admirer who wants to only connect with Chris. Presenter Victoria Corin Mitchell posted this on her socials. Look, I am a happily married woman, but I'm finding Chris McCausland very sexy in the paso doble. And yes, I did copy his screen name just so he knows, Chris, if it all goes wrong. How do you want to react to that, Chris?
Well, Victoria, it was just a regular Saturday. I did actually reply to her on that. I saw that come in. I replied to her and said, I'll keep the costume just in case.
But we got, you know, there was a lot of praise online as well for you, Dianne, because one of our viewers said this, it was from Richard. The care taken by Dianne moving her skirt to ensure it was clear of his feet shows just how perfect they are. And actually, let's remind ourselves of that moment.
She whips round and lands on the floor, moving her skirt out of Chris's path as he strides round her and brings her back up onto her feet.
That's just one example of like the things you really have to think about.
I never think about myself when I'm dancing out there. My eyes are always on Chris. I want Chris to feel as comfortable as possible, and I'm constantly thinking of Chris. And that was it was a no-brainer for me.
I mean, let's not forget that she fell over and I picked her up as well. Yeah. So. You know, it works both ways, doesn't it?
You know what was funny, though? She moved the skirt so you didn't step on it, and then she almost stepped on it herself, bless her.
Yeah, it's true.
Chris, you really wanted to give Dianne this moment, and you honestly delivered. Rena and Mark were there. I mean, they were on their feet. Mark was crying, tears in their eyes. So actually, they've sent a little message for you guys.
Hi, Chris and Dot. Congratulations on making the quarterfinals. Now you're through to musicals week.
And this week, Chris and Dot, you got the quick step. So all the very best for this weekend's concert. Love, Mum and Dad.
Aww. And I love that he signposted love, Mum and Dad.
Love, Mum and Dad.
You know, Mark is correct. For this week, you're going to be doing at the concert a quick step to this. On the results show, you use the word pointless to describe musicals. Chris, now that you're deep into rehearsals, have you started to see the point in them?
Do you know what? If I wasn't allowed to exaggerate my stupid opinions for a laugh, then there'd be no such thing as comedy. So, I'm a stand-up comedian. I say stupid things, and I say them to get a laugh. I'm not a musical theatre fan, but I do like one for, I do like the kids' ones. And we all grow up on the films, don't we?
Yeah.
How's
this one feeling?
I do like this. So I love music that sounds of an era,
Yes.
And this, we've kind of lost that in a way that, you used to be able to listen to a song and go, that sounds like the 40s, that sounds like the 60s, that sounds like the 80s. And then since then, everything just kind of sounds the same a little bit. And so this you can go, that sounds like 1930s, 40s. And I love that sound, So it's been really good, hasn't it? It's been such a joyful, happy song.
Yeah, but Dianne, this weekend is all about putting on a good show. So can you just give us a quick tease of what we can expect?
We have really focused on our little acting roles, haven't we, Chris? But honestly, I love this dance. I love this dance for Chris. He loves it. And I think it was only on Tuesday he even started smiling already. So, that doesn't normally happen till Saturday. So Tuesday
we'll find out what happens on Saturday.
So.
Good luck to the two of you.
Thank
I'm
you.
so excited. Let's hear it for Chris and Dianne.